Hello, everybody. It's kind of a random idea, but we'll go ahead and go live here for a little bit on this Saturday afternoon. I got the Rolex 24 on my television above me, but I'm not going to be streaming it because I don't want to get a copyright strike. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, I'm in the process of painting the IndyCar series cars, which is something that we're doing. And I want to get the little chat thing up here so that I know when people arrive. And that should be that. So going back here. What is up, Dylan? It is Mr. AG. It is. I am Mr. AG. But yeah, it's yeah. That's kind of how it is right now for me at the moment. And I want to get this done and get this knocked out of the way before the Wawa Cup Series gets really intense here, and we'll have a lot of fun with that, of course, when it comes up. I've already recorded and edited the Smooth Fest. It's all ready to go, and that'll be up on Friday night. Really looking forward to y'all seeing that one. It was a great race, and hopefully we can continue on with the great racing in the series when we get to Homestead. Of course, Monday's the next ratings day in the Discord server, so definitely keep that in mind. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun with the ratings and everything. But the thing is about the IndyCar series is that there will not be any ratings, so it's just going to be kind of how it's been done past forever since we started the series, just the old-fashioned way of doing it. And I have 12 cars that I still have to paint, and I'm in the process and almost finishing up this one, which is just a rehash of a scheme from the Indianapolis 250 last year. So we'll see how this turns out. But this is Roberto Crown Jr.'s team. They owned the team in the Haas IndyCar series specifically last year, and they moved their team up to full time. So yeah, that's what happened there. I'm sorry if I'm like really off today, because I am really off today. I've been, I don't know, it's just been a really rough couple of days, and I'm transferring departments at where I work, and there's a lot of uncertainty with that at the moment, and it's just like, and then on top of that, I was summoned for jury duty on Monday and Tuesday. I don't have to go in on Monday, but like that threw off this whole work thing, and it's just been a mess. But yeah, I'll see how many of these. Yes, it does look like Casey Kane's 2014 Great Eclipse car, because that's exactly what I based it off of when I made it last year. That was the idea. So I already made the number, and hello to Nathan Stapleton, my man Nathan. How's it going? You know how that Meliola Smooth Fest went, because you were in the booth with me for that one, and it was a great race. But we're gonna switch these numbers out here, and I already made the numbers. This is going to be the 42 for Roberto Crown Jr.'s team. Hello to Caleb Rose. I don't think, Caleb, you own a team in this series, do you? I know this is going to seem weird. I get you and Owen Miles, maybe not confused, but like, you guys remind me of each other quite a bit. And I don't mean anything negative by that, but I see Caleb Rose, and sometimes I think Owen Miles, and vice versa. But you are two different people, so. But Owen's the one who owns cars in this series, which we'll probably get to those cars at some point. And then you both own teams in the Wawa Cup Series. But hope everyone's doing well on the Saturday afternoon, watching the Rolex 24. This is like the first year in a while where like I have not really thought about the Rolex like at all, like for a long time, and it's like it used to be kind of like the beginning of the motorsport season, and I used to get like so excited for it every single year, and this year it's like, oh, the Rolex is this weekend, cool, it's like, oh, I completely forgot about it. I mean, I didn't forget about it, obviously I know it's on, and I have it on, but it's like it used to be the kind of thing where I would like always be like pumped up for it. I would print out the driver's list for it. That was a lot of paper wasting, but yeah, I really have not been into the Rolex 24 this year at all. I have not been focused on it, and I know they got the new prototype in and everything, and that's cool and all, but I don't know. I've just not been thinking about it, but it's all right. It's been a strange past few weeks. Let's put it this way. I mean, getting back into doing NR and getting everything figured out with this has definitely been great, but like I said, I have all this, work stuff happening, and it's like, it's just, being an adult is weird. Let's just put it that way. It's just really weird. And I'm glad you always watch the Rolex 24. It's a great race. It is a lot of fun to watch it. I think for me, it's like, I don't know all the drivers. I don't, like, follow sports car racing that much. Like, this is the only sports car race I ever actually have religiously watched in my life. Like, I don't even like watch Le Mans or anything like that. Nothing against it, of course, it's a great race, but I just, once I get into summertime, there's just so much going on that I just don't get into it. But I think that kind of like if I don't know who the drivers are or anything like that, and I'm not like that invested into it outside of watching it, it's a little bit harder to keep up with it and just be that interested in it. But yeah, I got it on. I'll watch what I can of it, but also have other things to do like this. So, but I always like the Corvette in used to be GT Le Mans, now GT Daytona Pro, but definitely want to see that team do well. They only have one this year. They used to have the two cars, the two Corvettes. They're only down to one now, so they're talking about Austin Cindric now, who is actually the only Cup Series driver in this, but the thing is, he's like always in this, so there's really not even any NASCAR drivers other than him in this year's race, so it's kind of just like, alright. Alright, so let's see here. I don't think I'm going to use the black one. I'm going to open as layers. I'm going to get the white one again. Yeah, I like the Corvette quite a bit. I haven't even seen it, like, this whole time. They're running second right now, but, like, I haven't even, like, seen the car at all the whole time of them showing this race. So, that's interesting. Anyways, as I paint these IndyCar cars, I remind you that the roll call, and this is going to be extended to everyone who drove in the Haas IndyCar Series last year. The roll call is going to be this Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, is when it's going to go up. I'm going to do all of this on YouTube. I'm not going to make it Discord exclusive like I did with the Wawa Cup Series. I feel like that did alienate a few people, and I kind of feel bad about that, but that's why the Wawa Sprint Series, Haas IndyCar Series, kind of just going to be done on YouTube. There aren't going to be any ratings from the drivers with either of those series, so they don't need to be in the Discord, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way with things. I'm not sure how many of you people saw my post yesterday on YouTube. Apparently not many people did, and I briefly considered doing the Wawa Sprint Series signups on a YouTube post, but I don't think that many people see them, so I'm just going to do a video every week the old-fashioned way, and that way too, everyone gets a shot to be part of it. They don't have to be in the Discord, and people don't feel left out. So that's the idea behind that. These IndyCars, I've painted with these for a couple years now, so the more experience you get with anything, of course, the easier it becomes. But these are a little complicated. Now, I don't go off the wall with the schemes. Like, I don't try to, like, put very massive and intricate designs on them because it's just too much. Whoops. But once you know where everything is, it's really not that hard. They are complicated, but you know, with experience, it gets better. What really helps, is the labels that actually explain what each thing is. Now, of course, I've done this enough where I kind of know which each thing is. But that helps a lot. The oval mask, the road course mask help. Of course, the nice thing I like about this is that you only need the one template for both the oval car and the road course car. So that makes it really nice. I only have to import one TGA into the game, but then I can export it into two different cars. So we can have the oval cars and the road course cars. It works out really nice. I like it that way. We'll go ahead and duplicate this. Duplicate layer. And then spin this around. And then put it on the other wing. But I'm looking forward to IndyCar. IndyCar is going to be kind of more or less a side project. So it's not going to be kind of like the like it was last year, where it was the main series. But obviously, when we get to the Indy 250, that'll be a major focus. But during the summer months, I do plan on not doing near as many races for this series around that time. Even, like, I only have, like, one race scheduled in April. Like, it's a very widespread schedule for the IndyCar series, just because the Wall Cup series, I'm not going to have as much time to do this. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I will start off the end of February at the Auto Club Speedway for the California 100, just like we did last year. That was a great race that we did to open up the season last year. And we'll go ahead and do that again this year. The one downside to me live streaming while I paint cars is I actually don't get anywhere with these, because I just keep on talking and reading the chat and you know, it's interacting with it. I just don't ever get to actually painting. And I go so slow, and I don't get anywhere with it. But we're getting somewhere with this one. We're about to finish this one up here. So we'll be good here. We'll do this. And we'll duplicate this. And I think that might be it for this one. Actually, you know what? Move that over just a tad right there. But Eclipse Briars. Alright, we'll turn off the masks, and I think I generally got everything that I want to do here. So we're actually going to save this one as 42, because that's what it is, and this is a 2023, so we'll do that. Yeah, it's a little difficult with IndyCar getting... I don't know, it's tough, because like some of the IndyCar races on the road courses that I do are kind of mid. But that's just kind of how it is. I don't know. I've always done it. Like, I've done the IndyCar series since 2014. The only year I actually didn't do the full series was 2021, which obviously I didn't even finish Cup that year because of stuff. But I've always, you know, done an IndyCar series, and I think that's just, it's just one of those series that's just gone through, like, each era of the channel. Like, I did it even before anyone knew about me. Well, people knew about me back in the day in 2014, but I did one in 2014. Obviously, everything back then got deleted. Then I brought it back in 2015, 2016, 2017, just kept on doing it. The Indy 250, I've done that for a long time as well, so... It's one of those things that I couldn't... I considered just doing the Indy 250 this year with the Haas IndyCar series, but I'm like, you know, let's do the whole series, because the series itself has been around so long. You know, I just won't focus as much on it, but we'll still go ahead and have it. So yeah, that's the story behind that. To Oval 2023. And of course, whenever I'm importing these in, I have to make sure that they are the AI cars and not the user cars, because the user cars look really weird when you're looking at them from a secondary point of view. Because for some reason the user cars are like way up off the track compared to the AI cars, and they just look goofy. I once made that mistake. I put a custom car in an Indy 250 one year, and the one car was obviously like much higher off the racetrack compared to the others, and it just didn't look right. But I was unaware of the difference between the AI and the user cars, so that is how all that ended up happening. Oh, I completely forgot that I gotta actually put this. And another stupid thing that I've had to deal with lately, and it's the thing about all of this, is that it's just like one thing after another with problem solving and everything. GIMP all of a sudden, or GIMP, whatever you want to call it, stopped like accessing my local disk. So like I actually have to save it onto a different hard drive, different external hard drive, and I have multiple ones, and then move it over into the local disk. I can't just export it directly into the game from GIMP anymore, which is very annoying because I have to go through an extra step in order to actually get it to work. Which one did we do? Was this 42? Really making great progress here, aren't we? But yeah, it's just like one thing after another with all this, and 8 years of problem solving. I have figured it out, but it just piles up and piles up, and there's so many different things I have to do in order to get it to where I want it to be. But hey, that's a good looking car. I think it looks good. Obviously, it's based off of the car that Roberto had in the Indy 250 last year, but I think it looks good. Clips, and this is Crown Ultra Racing, and this is the oval car for the super speedway car, because we still use the road course cars on the short tracks, which I think the only, well, I'll have New Hampshire on the schedule for the first time, which that'll be interesting. Then I'll also have Richmond on the schedule too, so alright, there's that one. And then we'll do the road course car, 2023, RC, and that would be the Pontiac. And then we'll go down in here, and it is one of these cars somewhere. I got so many things in here. 42. And there it is. And part of me, I think that underside should be black there. Let's see here. Okay, I can quickly change this real quick. This is it right here. We'll do that instead. And we'll move this over. Replace the file in the destination. And then we'll import it. This is so much stuff in here. And there we go. I think that's pretty good. So 42. Sponsor is, what is the sponsor? Great Clips. And this is Crown Ultra Racing. Right. So I'll show you guys what I have so far for this. So I'm now down to only 11 cars that I have to paint, which is nice. It was the one thing I was a little bit afraid of with this series, was having enough time to actually paint everything before the roll call, but I think I'll be able to get it done by Friday without an issue. But then again, I really don't know what my work situation is going to be next week. It's so... Yeah, it's just such a very strange situation on that side, and it's just... Like, I don't know when I'll be working this coming week, which normally I do know when I'm working going into the next week, but that is not the case, and I'm a little flustered because of it, but I'm excited for the new position, and, you know, hopefully it eventually leads to something bigger and better on that end, and, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yes, I know you well, Nathan. I know you very well. We've known each other for like 8 years now. Of course, I'm going to know you pretty well there. Oh, there. I finally am seeing the Corvette. I'm glad it's yellow. I was concerned because it was the number 3 that was the silver one, which was all right, but... And now I'm just reading what you said, Nathan, because they're working on the 2024 Corvette. You're right. At least there is a Corvette out there. Like, it's not the Rolex 24 without the Corvette, in my opinion. It's my favorite scheme. I like that yellow. It's just a good color. All right. This is what we have so far. So Stuart Grattan painted this one for his team, Grattan Autosport. It's the number 5. Of course, Grattan returning his team. Obviously, he made this one because I don't have the patience to be that detailed. But then again, I have to paint like 20 cars, so I don't have the time to be that detailed. This is a 00. It's changing. It's not changing. It's staying the same. For Dog Pound Incorporated, so no change on that one. Same with the number 13. I'm not sure if Brian Rodriguez is going to return to this team or not as the defending champion of the series, but that's partly why I want to do it on YouTube, because I don't think he's in the server. 23, which actually didn't change scheme-wise, but Stewart did add on to the sponsorship and change the number font. So it's looking pretty sharp right there. 24, Nathan Norman Motorsports, of course. Everything's same with that one, same with the 25. Most of these are the same from how they were last year, at least the ones that I have right now. But 34 for American Motorsports, 38 for American Motorsports, Trey Wright's team. This is the one we just finished for Crown Ultra Racing, and we'll get to the 21, which is a AAA insurance scheme, or livery, I guess is officially called in IndyCar. I'm too much ingrained in like NASCAR terminology for this, and I feel like that's a bit of a issue for some. The Indianapolis 500 is my favorite race, though, of any race that's run in the world. So, yeah, I'm really out of it today. I don't get it. 75. This is my team. I wanted to return my team in a full-time capacity because it had been a while, and I obviously didn't return my team in the Cup Series because of the ratings. That would have been unfair if my ratings were involved with that. That this wouldn't have been fair. But since this series does not involve any ratings at all, I figured, let me go ahead and do this because I don't have to paint the cars again. That was kind of the reasoning behind it. I knew if I returned my team, I already had the schemes painted. I wouldn't have to paint anymore. So 75 and the 79. Of course, this one's coming out. This is the iconic scheme that Chase Harris, just murdered the field in 2020 in this series. See if he comes back. I don't know. 81, Dog Pound Incorporated. That one's the same. 95 for Nathan Norman Motorsports. That's the same. And then there's slight changes to Nathan's team. Of course, 97 is generally the same scheme. And then the 98 is now orange instead of blue. The JBL colors on there. So I think they pop out pretty well. But like I said, my Indy cars are not as good as my stock cars. I can paint a stock car much better than an Indy car, but, we make it work. If the pieces don't fit, we make them fit. All right, so now, let's see if I invert this. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't really need that anymore if we're doing what I am thinking of doing. And then take the AAA Insurance red. I guess I'm assuming it's AAA Insurance red. May not be, but whatever. And then change the body color to red. Make this a red car. And the side pods red. And then the top. I want the top to be black. Or should the top be white? Or blue, because there's blue in AAA Insurance. Hold on a second. Let me actually get the AAA Insurance logo. AAA logo. Save image. Yeah, no, we can actually do the side pods a different color. We can do the side pods as white. And we do the side pod as white, put the color AAA logo on the side pods. I think it'll pop a little better than everything just being red. Man, this race is already 2 hours in. It's going, I mean, it's a 24-hour race, of course. It's going to be the same length regardless, but it's a fast 2 hours there. Uh-oh, somebody went off. You know, something I miss during the Rolex 24 was the Delta Wing when they had that. It was always kind of funny, but also cool at the same time, seeing all those prototypes and then one just... I'm not going to say what I think it looks like because we are a family channel, but you can probably infer what it looks like by the fact that I paused there. But still, you know, it was a cool looking car and it was unique, and too bad it never won, but too bad it never stuck around. But it was always cool to see just something unique, and that was the thing I always liked about the Rolex, especially back in the day. It was a very unique race, different cars. You had all the you had the open cockpit cars back then with the prototype challenge and everything. That was really cool. And then of course you had the regular prototypes, and the GT cars were all different. Cars are a little bit more similar nowadays than they were back then, which I'm not a big fan of, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see here. Here's the AAA logo, and we'll use that blue. So what we'll do is we'll keep the side pods, or the top of the side pods, I should say, the top of the car red. And then we'll do like the top blue. No, why I'm not shearing it. And then we'll do top face with that blue. Camera support, I think we'll also do the camera blue as well. The nose, arrow screen, I'll just keep that black. The back fin will go with red. No rookie. We don't bother with all that. Spoilers can probably be blue. Make it a little bit unique there. We'll do that blue. Spoiler wheel. Make that blue as well. Spoiler fin. We'll make the whole thing blue. Spoiler sides. We'll make them red. We'll keep those red. Let's make things unique. We'll keep the wheel ramps red as well. And we'll keep the mirrors red. Mirror stems. Where are the mirror stems? Oops. We won't change that. Oval wing. We'll make the oval wing blue. The road course wing, we'll make that blue as well. And the road course wing, but we'll do that. Kind of split it off. Might look a little goofy, but hey, I'm a goofy person, so we'll be okay with goofy. All right, and then we'll make the side pods white. I think that'll look pretty good. All right, and then let's see here. I'm going to take the Great Clips logo and put it kind of on the sides there, on the top of the car. Duplicate this layer. Select. Duplicate. No, this is where I do that. My brain is not working today. Spin that around. And we'll do that. Oh, you know what? I also want the oval wings to be blue as well. Or do I? You know what? I'll keep those red. I think it'll look unique. We're gonna keep the top of these red, so. Alright, there we go. We'll get rid of this. No, where is it? There's so many things and I don't properly label them. There we go. And then we'll take the AAA logo, the white AAA logo. Duplicate this layer. And then spin it around. That'll work right there. And then we'll go with the color AAA logo on the sides. Open as layers. I'd probably put this in this folder because that's just where I've been putting everything lately. I don't understand. I get some logos and then they're like, there's a lot of opacity to them. It's not like they're the full color as they should be. Let's see here. Going to be a little difficult because it's thinking it's all the same color. You know what? There we go. There we go. Duplicate that. And there's your logo. This is what we want. All right. Oh boy. I'll actually turn on one of the masks so I don't cut this off too much. There we go. I think that's good. Duplicate this one. Spin it 180. Put it on the other side. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see here, get the white AAA logos and put them on the wings. Duplicate the layer, and then duplicate the layer again. Alright, we'll get rid of the Great Clips logo that is here. So, there we go. Duplicate that. Duplicate this layer. Scale the layer. Just like that. All right, and then we'll take down, rotate this around. Boy, there goes my headphones. I'm not wearing my headphones. I normally do wear my headphones when I'm doing this, and I actually probably should duplicate the layer before I do that. Duplicate the layer. And hello to Elijah. You're doing well. This actually is fitting properly on the wing. And select, actually turn the mask off. Alright, and this is actually the number 21 and not the 42. So I'm going to open the 21 up. Spin this one around. Whoops. Keep that like that. All right, that looks pretty good. Duplicate this one as well. Then put it on top. Where did I have this? And the laundry's done. So I'm gonna get that here in a second, but I want to finish this first. I'm close to getting this one done, so we're gonna get this one done, and then we'll move the laundry over to the dryer. Most exciting part of the day. All right, and then we want the 42 be gone there. All right. We'll turn on the road course mask. And then put them on the road course side. Duplicate that. Move it over. Don't think I missed anything. Let's see what this looks like in the game. Do not want to overwrite that export because it would be it'd make it a little complicated. Uh-oh. What's uh-oh? What are we uh-ohing? Are we uh-ohing the fact that they're interviewing Steve Phelps during this race? I haven't been paying attention to this too much. I look up and then there's Steve Phelps all of a sudden. It's like, what's going on? I need this one. We're going to move this over into exports, imports. And get the Ford 2-1 Hicks 2023 Oval. Right, it's gonna pop. It's gonna look good. It's not there. It's gonna be ZZ. I put the ZZ in front of it so that it's all the way at the bottom. Ooh. That looks good. I actually, that really looks good. I like the way the blue kind of fits in with that. And Roberto, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy this scheme. Uh-oh. Somebody's in the tires. Crown. Ultra. Racing. Oh wow, yeah, you're right. There are two different blues on each side. Yikes. That actually wouldn't be like allowed in NASCAR, where the cars look different on each side. That is illegal. Can't do it. New, and then get the 21 road. Road 2023. And this is the 21. Crown Ultra Racing Road Roadhouse. we had that problem in the last one. I just didn't have it on live chat, that's why I didn't see it. Alright. I think this popped up pretty well. It's got a good vibe to it. Alright, I will be back in a second when I get the laundry. And then we'll get some more schemes painted, so don't go anywhere. I am back. But I'm invisible. That was actually really dumb. I was trying to be funny, you know, and it didn't work out too well. Do I want some donuts? I have some donuts. Get some cinnamon donuts from the Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree. It's a great store. You know, all kinds of good stuff there. These are pretty good donuts, too. Welcome back. I'm back and better than ever. Must have shaken this up a little bit. Kind of a little fuzzy there. They are good. Go to your local Dollar Tree and get some. All right. All right, so we are 16 down, 10 to go for painting cars here, which is good. We've got Roberto's schemes done there. Oh yeah, I forgot you're sick. I'm sorry. Hope you feel better. I'm just gonna go down the order here. Actually, you know, I really want to do this Ames scheme that Dylan Matthews wants, because Ames is like, I remember when they were around, and apparently they're coming back. I don't know if they are or not, but let's go ahead and do the Ames scheme. I know he gave me numbers for it and all that, and like we won't go too crazy with them or anything like that, of course. So it won't take us that long. Where is even the template for this anyway? That is the question. Because so far everything I've done have just been off of bases off of like old schemes, and I don't know where I actually put the actual templates, because it's the same template from last year, which is nice. I don't have to change anything. It have to be all super complicated. It's probably in here. It is in here. And it says 2021 template for some reason. But oh well. That's good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Minimize. No, excuse me. Minimize that. All right. So we are going to save as, go into this one, enter 2003 temps, IndyCar. This is going to be the 49. And Dylan was nice enough to just give me the logo, hopefully. Hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a pretty high quality logo to me. I have a picture of a circle on my computer. Do you have a picture of a circle in your computer? I got like 5 Dr. Pepper logos. Got some trees. Money. Too bad it's not real money. Anyways. Enough going through my computer. Let's pop this in here, even though this is a different series. And we'll go ahead, open as layers, new volume. And hello, Reggie. I see you. And I know that you can't drive. I've been doing this for a while. I know how it works. It's my series, it's my rules, so. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. It had to do with painting some car, and I needed a circle for it or something for the design, and I downloaded a picture of a circle. All right, Ames. The longest time, a lot of our Christmas. We have a lot of like my Christmas tree from long time ago. shoot, my Christmas tree from a long time ago was from Ames, and then we have a lot of Christmas ornaments from Ames. But you have to be of a certain age to remember Ames, and Nathan, you may just be a little too young for it. If you even had them around your area. Now there's one kind of close to where I was back in the day. I think we're going to do something sort of similar to what we did with the AAA scheme and make the top of the body green. And we'll just kind of like invert that. Where's the aim scheme? And a lot of people, you know, do like being an owner instead of being a driver. And I can see why, and especially I think in the Wawa Cup Series, because you guys as owners also have a say in the team and how well your cars run. You have a better chance of winning, technically, as an owner than you do as a driver. So, but yeah, I try to make it even between like the owners and the drivers. So like in the end, there's benefits to being one or the other instead of it all being, you know, it's definitely better to be a driver over an owner. But like some people are going to do one over the other. So that's the nice thing about it. It's kind of like there's a good balance between the two. I want to make the arrow screen black because I just always just make the arrow screen black just because it's not. That's it for the arrow screen stuff. Use the body here. And then the top. Keep the top white. Yeah, well, I heard that they're coming back, but like I don't know if that's true or not. Like there's an Ames website now and they might be back. Like I was like, oh, okay. But I don't like distinctly remember it or remember like what they looked like inside, but I do faintly remember them. Nose, back fin, we want that green. No, don't need to worry about that. Spoiler. Keep that white. Do that green. Mirrors, make those green. Your stems. Oval wing. Make this white. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Actually, want the interior white as well. And the winglets. Okay. That's a scheme. The thing about me painting IndyCar schemes, just me like filling in a full color for each individual thing. I don't really put any detail into it, but it actually looks pretty nice when you're doing something simple, and that's kind of how I like it. I'm not a big, I mean, not to knock on people who do a lot of detail on paint schemes. There's nothing wrong with it, but personally, I like for the schemes to look clean and simple. I feel like it's just a bit easier on the eyes. And it's a good excuse for me to not actually take too much time on each scheme because I have limited time. I'll just go right out there and say it. But anyways, we'll do this one here. This will be a good scheme. I think hopefully Dylan will like this one. Actually, I should turn on the mask when I do this because it's kind of like hard to tell where it cuts off without the mask on. Spin this around. I didn't even realize Owen was here. Hello, Owen. Hope you're doing well. Well, unfortunately, I have not painted your schemes yet, Owen. Don't worry, they'll be done. just as everyone's will be done by a certain point. I kind of just randomly do them. I don't really have a strict order on when I paint these things. I just paint them and just make sure I get them all done at a certain time. Oops. I am also going to take this copy link because this is going to be his. No, save image is what I want to do. And new volume. Wawa Cup Series, which is not the right folder, I know, but it's just we're just gonna do it that way. Yeah, that's how I feel too, because it's like I can appreciate all the detail someone would go into making a scheme, but then like you recognize the simple schemes. Like Dale Earnhardt's number 3 in NASCAR is like one of the most iconic schemes, and it's as simple as it gets. So, but I'm not a good person to be asking when it comes to like visual mediums, because like I'll watch a football game and I can't tell you which team was in their white uniforms and which team was in their dark uniforms. Like I don't pick up those kinds of things. So who am I to say on what looks good and what doesn't? Because it's just not the way my brain works. Alright, so we are going to lighten this up. I'm going to colorize it. Hue, chroma, lightness to white. And then we're going to move it to the side here. I like that. I'm going to duplicate that. And then spin it around. And then pop it right in there. Cup Series, and he'll pop his secondary sponsor on here. Alright, how's it going in the Rolex here? They're restarting. That's all I gotta say about that. Tilt it just a little bit there, 6 degrees. We'll duplicate that layer and then we'll rotate it around. And from 180, that would be negative 168. Actually, not negative, just regular 168. Alright, I guess that works. Where else? This is a Subaru, so I'm going to put this, the Subaru logos on. Subaru. The one nice thing about the Haas IndyCar series is that, like, you could theoretically have any manufacturer you want, because you're just putting a logo on it. This car looks the same. It's not like that with the Cup mod, because each car looks different between the manufacturer. So that's one thing I'm glad I'm able to kind of do with everyone. Add a little bit more of a taste to what you want. All right, we will pop this in here. Open as layers. Cup series. Should already have an alpha channel since it's a web picture. We'll pop this and cut that, and duplicate that, and then do that, and then select none, and then spin around. And that will be 90 degrees spin around. I gotta remember how I actually do this. It goes manufacturer, series, logo, sponsor, number. Which, of course, if you paint, you can kind of do it in any order you want. It's not particularly a strict thing, but when I'm painting, that's how I do it, just to stay consistent. All right, Ames logo. Get the another Ames logo here. Duplicate this. Spin it around again. And I could do this just a tad right there. All right, and now duplicate this, and we're going to pop this on the back. 90 degrees. The long, wide logos are like much better than the for an IndyCar scheme, at least, than like shorter logos because of the wings and all that. So I like it when a sponsor has a nice wide logo, and I'm painting it for an IndyCar. And Reggie, if you're referring to the Rolex 24, it is currently on the USA Network, but it's also available on Peacock as well if you have that. I actually tried watching on Peacock earlier, and it just kept on cutting in and out. It was just like, no, I'm not doing this. So I'm just going to watch it on regular cable or YouTube TV. It's what I have. Works perfectly fine over there. Only downside is there's commercials, but I'm not really paying that much attention right now, so it's okay. I mean, every time I've looked up, it's been on, so I'm all right with that. But USA Network is, it'll be on USA until 8, and then it's on USA from 10 to midnight. But they got like figure skating championships from 8 to 10, which is why they're not showing it then. It's only on Peacock from 8 to 10, which is annoying. All right. That is that. Turn on the road course mask and get the Ames logos on the wings. Let's see, image, duplicate the layer, turn it on. We'll do this one. Then duplicate it again. Put it on the back. Apparently there are some people that do. I mean, you know, if you like figure skating, good for you. You know, you're welcome to like whatever you like. It's fine. But I have a hard time considering it a sport. Then again, you have to be athletic to do it, so I guess it's a sport. You know, I'm not gonna knock on that, but it is not of my own personal taste. Let's just put it that way. Games. Where did I put this? All right, and then the wings, not the wings, but the spoilers. Whoa, I did not want to do that. Where did I put this? I don't even... There's so many things in here. There we go. Duplicate this. And I'm hitting the wrong button. That would be why. My goodness. I think I'm clicking something and it doesn't register, and it's very annoying. We'll duplicate this. Forget the angle. 13 degrees, that's what it is. And on that side it's negative 13 degrees. And we'll duplicate that and then rotate it 26 degrees. Put it on the other side. All right. I want to put the Subaru logo on the what is it? The wheel ramps is what it's called. Wheel ramps. Duplicate 180. All right, I think all that I have left then is the numbers. Oh, wait, I forgot to duplicate that. Darn. Oh, well. Took it completely off of the interior road course wing there. That is not what I meant to do. All right. All right, and the good thing is, as well, is that Dylan also sent me the numbers that he wants for this, so hopefully this works out. pop this in now. Since this is a number, I'm going to actually pop it into this. And then IndyCar 2023. And then 49 number. And while I'm at it, I'll also save the 94 because we're going to get to that one after this one. New fall, nope. Alright, open as layers. This one's the 49, right? Pretty sure that is what it is. Yes, this one's the 49. All right. All right, I'm just going to make one of these green. This one. Very wide number, but nothing wrong with that. I already duplicated that, so duplicate that one, spin this one around. see what it looks like on the car at least. And I think we kind of generally got it to where we want it to be. It's the 49. Right. I think that looks pretty good. Alright. I think we'll call it a day because I'm kind of tired and I just want to relax now. But we got a little bit done there. And like I said, the roll call will be on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for those of you who are in last year's Haas IndyCar Series as a driver. So you'll be able to pick a ride for the upcoming season then. And then the Friday after that is when we'll do the main signups for the rest of the cars that are not open. And by then I should have all the cars painted. So I'm only down to 9, so we should be able to get that done pretty quick. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I will see you guys.